Ghost will tell you this too. We opened up a couple of doors just trying to see what was going on.
Once you get to that door, you don't go back in there.
There could only be two reasons: money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties.
Let me tell you something. They saw us peek in the door.
The music industry is satanic.
Both buy they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them and their mentorship.
Becoming rappers, y'all make it to Hollywood. Don't be curious.
Seems like Diddy is nowhere near done with throwing wild parties and further glorifying his notoriously shady yet closeted gay ways, because we have yet another witness who has come forward with a statement regarding Diddy's parties. Safe to say, the guy looks absolutely terrified, like many others who have had the misfortune of experiencing Diddy's parties. During a recent interview with the No Filter podcast, Wu-Tang Clan's Inspecta Deck recalled a Hollywood party that involved several high-profile names engaging in salacious activities. We went to a house party in Hollywood. It was half of us. We went to the after party, saw a lot of famous faces, he said. We like the uninvited guests. We, the hood, walking through the mansion, and it was just crazy. I remember me and Ghost. Ghost will tell you this too. We opened up a couple of doors just trying to see what was going on. And I'm gonna tell y'all too, y'all make it to Hollywood, get invited to these parties and all that. Don't be curious, bro. Don't be opening up doors. The rapper suggested that this party was taking place in broad daylight, and guests included some of the world's famous rappers and actors. The Wu-Tang icon wouldn't name names, but his statement does imply that pointing people out might change our perception about many big names of the Hollywood industry.
So it's your favorite actors, your favorite rappers, and then people see them later, and they'll see you.
Not just that, Inspecta went ahead and even pointed out that the activities going around in that setting were too obscene to be mentioned. This obviously solidifies the already present rumors regarding these parties. The rumors that start with men partaking in improper sexual activities, consensual or not, and do not end there. He continued, we opened the doors and we saw a whole lot of inappropriate activities going on. Nothing against gay people. It's a lot of gay shit going on. Me personally, I love women. What's that? Homo sapien? I'm pro-woman. Of course, Deck meant heterosexual but fumbled the word. He further went on about how the celebrities who are caught in the act behave overly nice afterward in a poor attempt at face saving. Or maybe it's the fear that their secret might be leaked and they would lose their hard-earned reputation. They want to know what you saw and how you felt about it. I think in that case, then lets them know if you can come back to the house. I know I ain't never been invited back. Dog laughs. I feel they know how I stand when it comes to me. I'll skip that type of party anyway, said Inspecta. Well, did Diddy need any more evidence against him? Not really. He already has a whole pile of celebrities who blatantly exposed his homosexual tendencies and talked about how he will not only invite people to his parties, but also forces them to participate. G3y had quite some things to say about Diddy and his infamous parties.
There could only be two reasons: money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties.
That's not all. Fans have made quite a few speculations over the years about Diddy being a closeted gay, and these aren't just some empty assumptions. Diddy and his fellow celebrities have dropped numerous hints. Versace, for example, added to the rumors with claims that while visiting Diddy at his house months ago, the rapper bent him over on his giant outside bed. While he didn't explain the act, folks say there was a sexual encounter between the two men. A fan commented on this scenario, pointing out that Exhibit had said something eerily similar too. Exhibit spoke on P. Diddy taking him to a club, and he said when he saw all types of weird shit, like naked men dancing around on each other, he said he got the F up out of there. This is how Exhibit exposes Diddy. He said, we get to this club and we walk in the back way. It's the VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. The club is going, it's jumping, and I'm sitting there with Superhead ZX. So then Diddy is doing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there bobbing to the music, and then Superhead point over to the corner. There's two dudes kissing. I'm like, what the F is this? Then she pointed in another direction, and there's another dude over there, butt-ass naked dancing. It has almost become a pattern that every celebrity who comes out with a confession relevant to Diddy parties swears off those parties in the same breath. Like Exhibit pointed out, but I have been in a gang of clubs. I ain't never mistakenly stepped into a club with that kind of activity. There it is. When Exhibit was asked about his statement, he laughed off the question, but that was all the confirmation the audience needed.
Puffy, he took you to a club before, and you seen a whole lot of men kissing, and you seen a whole lot of weird stuff going on. You know, you seen a whole lot of gay stuff going on.
Tupac, Pimp C, Cat Williams, and even Jim Carrey, all these celebrities came forward with similar sentiments regarding Hollywood parties. Yet no one has been able to take names or do anything about it to put a stop to this improper culture. If that doesn't imply that there must be some mighty hefty power and influence running the show, I don't know what does. And Diddy isn't the only one nose deep in this power show. We have many other big names in the music industry who've been rumored to organize and partake in similarly vicious rituals and inappropriate events.
The music industry is satanic.
Rumors about Will Smith being gay are nothing new. However, similar allegations appeared on social media about Will being involved in organizing wild gay parties along with Diddy. Additionally, Van Houtman claimed that Dwayne Wade used an apartment to organize sex parties, which included company of young men invited by Dwayne himself, among other things. According to Van Houtman, it was a 4-bedroom place on the first floor of a high-rise. One day, I got a call from my cleaning crew at the apartment. I went down there and what I saw was disgusting. The apartment was trashed and filthy, and it wasn't the first time. They'd have these parties in there 2 or 3 times a week. There were always dozens of people in there. Rappers, Dwayne and his entourage, women they'd pick up in clubs. Additionally, Van Houtman described used condoms on the floor of the bedrooms, clear traces of sexual activity on all the beds, empty champagne and hard liquor bottles, practically finished blunts, and food that had been partially consumed and was rotting on tables, chairs, and other surfaces. Over the past few years, the Hollywood industry has become very closely linked to gay rituals and the associated party culture. So what exactly is so alarming about these parties that has everyone so unnerved? Jaguar Writes sheds light on what these parties and practices entail.
Both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
There's been rumors of satanic worship, massive orgies, the selling of souls, and cult meetings behind the scenes. The parties have had incidents of sacrificial practices and have been rumored to be linked with Illuminati. Even the Eagles made a song on these satanic practices called Hotel California. The lyrics go like, mirrors on the ceiling, the pink champagne on ice, and she said, we're all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast.
You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Some sources report that the hunger for power and fame sucks high-profile celebrities into this web. Celebrities have to behave in a certain way, either to keep the so-called elites happy or to stay at the top of their game. There's also been some rumors that celebrities gain record deals, lead roles, or whatever else they desire as long as they keep themselves indulged in these indecent rituals. For those still in the dark, Diddy has been accused several times by different celebrities that he would power trip anyone he felt needed his help, and he would even go as far as making them go down on him. Jaguar Wright was among the people who called out Diddy, saying that the business mogul had a meeting with singer and New Jack City actor Christopher Williams about possibly signing a demo deal. And instead of just signing the demo, Diddy asked for fellatio. Jaguar claimed that an attorney that used to work for Diddy saw what happened and told her. She said the attorney needed to get approval for some paperwork and went to Diddy's office. And since the door was open, she didn't think twice about walking in. But when her eyes saw what she saw, she knew she should have thought about entering that room prepared. The door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about walking in, Wright said.
She saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff.
Even though we have no evidence to prove this theory, that power runs the show. This is the most plausible explanation as to why every high-profile celebrity is getting involved in similar scandals over the past few years. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.